As the science of aging continues to evolve, one concept becomes increasingly clear. There is no universal diet that guarantees longevity. While many anti-aging strategies promote low-carb eating, intermittent fasting, or antioxidant-rich diets, these generalized approaches often overlook a crucial reality. Our bodies are metabolically unique. Factors like insulin sensitivity, gut microbiome composition, mitochondrial efficiency, and micronutrient absorption vary significantly between individuals. What slows aging for one person may accelerate it for another. The future of anti-aging nutrition lies not in one-size-fits-all prescriptions, but in personalized protocols built around each person's carbohydrate tolerance, vitamin metabolism, and cellular repair capacity. Carbohydrate tolerance is a central piece of this puzzle. Some individuals can eat moderate to high amounts of carbohydrates without dramatic insulin spikes or blood sugar volatility, particularly if they remain physically active and metabolically flexible. Others experience sharp glucose surges and prolonged insulin elevation even with moderate carb intake due to underlying insulin resistance or a sluggish first-phase insulin response. These differences aren't always visible in fasting glucose levels, which can remain normal for years despite significant metabolic dysfunction brewing in the background. More nuanced indicators like postprandial glucose tracking, continuous glucose monitoring, CGM, and fasting insulin can reveal how specific individual processes carbohydrates and whether their diet supports or suppresses autophagy and cellular renewal. People with poor carbohydrate tolerance are more likely to benefit from carbohydrate-restricted diets, ketogenic strategies, or time-restricted eating protocols. These interventions can reduce insulin exposure, lower mTOR activation, and improve mitochondrial efficiency, each a key trigger for autophagy. But for someone with robust metabolic flexibility, a modest carb diet rich in resistant starches and low glycemic whole foods may achieve the same goal without requiring extreme restriction. This variability underscores the importance of assessing metabolic response rather than applying blanket dietary rules. It's not just about eating low carb. It's about eating in a way that supports stable energy dynamics and enables regular cycles of autophagic activation. Equally vital is an understanding of vitamin needs, especially because these also vary dramatically between individuals. Age, genetics, gut health, medications, and liver function all influence the absorption, conversion, and utilization of micronutrients. For example, someone with a common MTHFR gene variant may have difficulty converting folic acid into its active form, leading to hidden folate insufficiency even with a normal diet. Similarly, older adults often have decreased intrinsic factor, which impairs B12 absorption despite adequate intake. Chronic proton pump inhibitor use, common in older populations, blocks stomach acid and thereby reduces the absorption of magnesium, iron, and calcium. All of these deficiencies can go unnoticed until they subtly compromise mitochondrial activity, DNA repair, immune function, and autophagy itself. Subclinical deficiencies may also interfere with how nutrients work synergistically. For instance, vitamin D and magnesium are tightly linked. Low magnesium impairs vitamin D activation, while insufficient vitamin D blunts calcium regulation and immune signaling. Likewise, vitamin B3 niacin is needed for NAD synthesis, which activates sirtuins, regulators of autophagy and aging. But if a person's dietary B3 intake is marginal, or if they have increased NAD turnover due to chronic stress or inflammation, they may need significantly more than the standard recommended amount. Personalized nutrition takes these dynamics into account, not by aiming for bare minimum sufficiency, but by restoring nutrient levels to ranges that support optimal cellular function. This need for precision becomes even more pressing with age. The body's ability to absorb and utilize vitamins and minerals declines as we grow older, even when our dietary habits remain unchanged. Enzyme systems slow down, gut lining integrity deteriorates, and liver detoxification becomes less efficient. Without individualized assessment, older adults may unknowingly operate at a nutritional deficit that accelerates biological aging despite outwardly healthy behaviors. Personalized anti-aging nutrition doesn't just mean adjusting macronutrients. It means identifying which micronutrient systems are underperforming and correcting them proactively. Emerging tools make this personalized approach more attainable than ever. Metabolic testing, nutrigenomics, gut microbiome analysis, and even wearable glucose monitors can provide real-time, individualized feedback. These technologies help fine-tune not only how many carbs a person should consume, but also when to eat them, based on circadian rhythms, physical activity, and glucose response. They can also guide supplementation, deciding who might benefit from vitamin D in higher doses, who requires methylated B vitamins, or who may be at risk of hidden zinc or magnesium deficiency despite eating a seemingly balanced diet. Ultimately, the most effective anti-aging protocols are those that align with the body's own biology, working with it, not against it. This means supporting autophagy through both fasting cycles and the right nutrient environment, optimizing NAD synthesis, balancing insulin and mTOR activity, and keeping inflammation in check, all tailored to the individual's unique metabolic fingerprint. In conclusion, personalized nutrition represents a turning point in anti-aging science. By tailoring carbohydrate intake to each person's metabolic response and optimizing vitamin and mineral status based on absorption and genetic factors, we can move beyond broad guidelines and toward highly targeted strategies that preserve mitochondrial function, maintain autophagy, and extend health span. The future of longevity isn't low carb or high vitamin, it's precision.